Alright, well, excuse the mess, but I've made some changes to Blood Plague that I'm sure would, well, at the very least, make any of you who've seen the original video, which I will post right here, a link for, cringe just a little less. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it. The link is right here somewhere. And you'll understand. That build block, that was it was my first attempt doing a video that in depth, that long, with that much in it. But I got another one I'm working on very, very, very slowly that I may just completely scrap and do something slightly different for a Ryzen build that I did for my mother-in-law. So, but if you can see in the background, it doesn't look quite so ugly in there. Well, I'm going to give you an in-depth showing of the difference, what I've done differently. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to say is, please excuse the mess. I basically live at my desk, you know, whatever, who cares. But yeah, let's get a nice close look how much cleaner those coolant lines look. Actual just like straight line, except for this one kind of bows out towards the side panel, but hopefully that'll come out of it eventually. But I have it come in nice straight across because I picked up 8 of these from a dude on Craigslist that no longer used them for 25 bucks. Now, I looked up on Newegg. These are the XSPC brand. These are the chrome ones, the 90-degree angled fitting adapter. They're like the black chrome ones are like $25 a piece on Newegg. I picked up 8 of them for a guy on Craigslist who didn't use them anymore. 8 for 25 bucks. That was a hell of a deal. And more importantly, boom, new CPU water block that didn't cost me a single thing to get my hands on. EK Water Blocks is absolutely, their customer service absolutely fantastic. I messaged them, I filled out the whole RMA form online on the EK Water Blocks website, yada yada yada. And I had originally, this block, this radiator, and the pump res combo, and, well, I mean, not the tubing I'm using, but there was tubing involved as well as the actual compression fittings. They were part of the L360 water cooling kit. So I messaged them, they just wanted to know where I got the kit, and they wanted a picture of the issue. So right about here, I'm gonna go ahead and just overlay a picture that I sent them. And yeah, so they just wound up sending me a new one, a whole new one. Without me having to send them the old one, I didn't have to pay for shipping or nothing. But now I've got this in here. I've got the radiator actually mounted the way that it should be, with the fitting ports on this end, the way it's supposed to be mounted in this case. I've got the tubing run in there. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't. Not really. But maybe from the front, maybe not. Kind of hard to see, but right in there, I've got the tubing wedged in between the fan and this in this wall right here. And I did the same thing on the other side with the other tube running right there, coming down in between the fan and this little support here for the hard drive mounting. And then I got the pump buried in there. Again, buried wires everywhere, yada yada yada. My computer has outgrown this case. But then again, cable management is not something I have strived to go nuts about with this case because, well, it hides a lot of the cable management issues. Another change I made is I put this in the PCIe 3 slot, just so that there was less of the power cable sticking out, because that is one of the ones that it branches off. So I just got that. In my opinion, it looks a little bit cleaner. But yeah, the RCB. Now, the only issue that I've really run into with this case, which is the NZXT H440, is, as you can see, I mean, the side panel I have off, or both the side panels I have off, simply for being able to show off what I've, the changes I've made. The front bezel, however, I have off because believe it or not, that bezel does actually cut down airflow to the point where it is noticeable. It is noticeable. Like if I have all the side panels on and I stick my hand right here where there is no fan because I can't fit one because of the radiator, but I hold my hand right here, there is positive airflow. It is a positive pressure, but there is if I crank these two SP120s up to full speed, I can feel a difference in the amount of air coming out this back vent between that front bezel being on or off, and it's pretty bad. And the reason why I even care about that as much as I do, that has provoked me to take it off, is the fact that I haven't gotten a water block for my graphics card yet. And at about 58 to 60 degrees Celsius, it starts to thermal throttle. So yeah. Well, that's what I've done different. I've got angled fittings in there. I've been able to make the tubing run look a lot cleaner. I've moved the graphics card down one X16 slot, so there's not as much wiring just sticking out in the window. Let me know what you guys think. One thing I'm contemplating doing next is taking my 1080 out of my rig and putting it in the Ryzen rig that I built for my mother-in-law, just to kind of see how well it does, see how well that Ryzen chip handles games that I play. Also kind of a stress test of sorts to put that CPU and that motherboard in there through the paces, so that I know that it's actually going to last her a while. All that's in there now is a GT 720, which I picked up used for like $10. But yeah, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike. Feel free to leave a comment, especially if you didn't like this video. Let me know how I can improve. I've got other videos. I mean, hit the subscribe button. Check out my other content. In the meantime, though, I'll see you in the next one.